So your Python, whatever you are learning, okay, you are about to learn, okay, it started back in 1991. It's not a new language, or it's not a uh, new one, okay. So whatever you are telling is that's not a right reason for that, okay. So this is still active. I have made one columns here. What is the status, what is the primary usage of it, why it got popular, why it is being replaced, and which is being replaced by this particular language, okay. So I have created all this so that you will understand a programming language concept. Then I will tell you about the bash shell scripting. So what will be the difference between these two, okay. So Python was active from 1991. Okay. So this primary got used when there was a data science and AI and ML, and there we were using mostly for scripting. Okay. So during when I was studying also, I heard about Python, but it is not that popular. So we didn't had popular libraries also at that time. Library means not your reading library or your functions. Let me take one paint here. Okay. So first I will tell you all the languages why it got popular, all that. Okay. So it is being a now because of automation and web backends are completely taken over. That is why it got popular from almost 10 to 15 years. Okay. People started using this for automation and backend. So that is why it got very popular. And just like one of the student told, okay, this is simple to learn. Okay. So nowadays, what the generation is, they want to have a simplicity. Okay, we don't want complex things. You make it very simple. Okay. So that is why the syntax is very simple here, and you have a massive library ecosystem. Okay. So what is this massive library ecosystem? Okay, we'll see it what that is. Okay. So you have a programming language. Okay. Let's say, so I want to write a program here. Okay. This is your let's say you want to write a program. Okay. So you are writing a task one. Okay. So you want to write a code. So you have a library here, and you have some functions. Okay. Functions means, let's say uh, you want to let's say wash clothes. Okay. Then laundry service. Okay. Then home service. Okay. Courier service. Okay. So you are looking at all these services. So what you do? Okay. So I cannot do it by myself. Okay. I can wash my clothes. I can do laundry. I can do all home services. I can do even I can go and pick my courier. Okay. With to visiting post office, all that. Okay. And I can visit to grocery store. Okay. So I don't want to do it by myself. What I will do, I will just call this service. See, I want it, this grocery list. Okay, you get me this. Okay. So then you will just pick it up. You will just call this. Then your job is done here. Okay. This is called your ecosystem. Okay. This is your library. Okay. So already someone has done this work. Okay. Why I will do it again? So I will just call whatever you have written this code. Okay. I will just reuse it. So I am not going to invent it again. See, already There are lot of Einsteins in Python. They have done all this. I will just use that library to do that work. Let's say I want to call some cleanup. Okay. So there is a function here, okay, which is inside the Python. So this is library, okay. These are the services or the external library or functions. Okay. These are internals. Let's say you want to do some cleanup. So I will do a cleanup. So you want to do any work, you will just call this, okay. Then this work will be done, okay. This ecosystem got broader by day by day, okay. This keep on growing, okay. So if you want to do something, this is already in the ecosystem. Why you want to do a programming? You just ask it, it will get the code, and your job is done. So it became popular, okay. So that ecosystem also keep on growing. That is one reason why it got popular, so popular in these days. Okay, you see this massive library ecosystem. Okay, so it is versatile across all the domains. Okay, what that means is, we see it. Okay, so now why it is being replaced, or why that popularity is going away or shading. Okay, so we'll see that why it is being replaced with Rust or Julia. Okay. So this is being replaced by Rust and Julia. So because of slower execution. Okay. So now we have a AI and ML coming in, and we want to execute it very fast. Python is very slow now. Okay. Some of the application, if it is very intense, okay, we don't want to use Python. We will either go with Rust or Julia. So these are all the languages that if there is a use case, we are not going to use Python because of so and so reason. Okay. So let's say you are building a road. Okay, you are constructing a road. So you will have a road roller, right? Have you seen that road roller doing its job? Have you seen road roller or not?
Yes, sir.
So that job will be done, okay. When the requirement is there, then you will call, no matter how slow it is. So you will be using it for the use case until unless you are done. Once your road is done, you will not be using this road roller. See, I don't want this now. See, my requirement has changed now. So I want something to be very speed. Okay. So this will go at 5 kilometer or 10 kilometer speed. I don't have that requirement now. So when there is requirement, I will call you. Okay. So you can go, and you are being replaced now. So your job is done. Okay. So then you have JavaScript also. So you have something called, okay, this is completely based on the web browser. Okay, that is why it got popular. Okay, we will see how that programming ecosystem logic also will work. Okay, so this is being replaced by TypeScript and WebAssembly. Okay, you have completely full stack capability on the JavaScript. Okay, still it is active. Okay, if there are any heavy task, you are not going to use the JavaScript. Okay, so then you have Java, okay, which is still active. Okay, so why Java is very popular? Because you just write it once, that's it. Okay, and you are going to run it anywhere. Okay, you run it on mobile, you run it on laptop, you run it on computers, you run it on server. So this made it the mass adoption. So this is why it became very popular, like you don't have to change your code. So let's say you run that on a laptop, okay, or a server. So the same code will run on the mobile also. Okay, that is why it became very popular. Okay, Java became very popular. Okay, and this is still being active and used now. Okay, so now why there is being changed here now is you are seeing it here, Go or Scala. Okay, so this Go and Scala are coming because you are having a new interfaces now. You have cloud, now you have blockchain. So earlier, when Java was invented, there was no cloud at that time. So our interfaces were very simple. We are just a web browser, client server. That's it. Okay. So now you have a lot of interfaces. Like you want to interact with blockchain, you want to interact with cloud. So all that reasons are the primary case to move ahead with Java. Okay, we don't want to Java now for that. So we will be preferring with our use cases. That is why Java being replaced with the latest languages. Then you have C here. Okay, so I asked this in interviews. If you are a programmer, okay, why don't you use C language to write your program? Why you are coming with Java, or you are using any language? Okay, so the reason why C is being replaced, it is directly coming with the OS kernel and hardware. Okay, so it is used to interact with OS kernel, means it is directly working with your hardware, not with your application. So this language was used when there were lot of peripherals are coming, like your mobile device or computers are about to start. Okay, so at that time they need to interact with the hardware. How you need to talk to a hardware. So at that time there was no programming language to directly interact with the hardware. That is why it was very popular and it is closest to hardware. So this target is your physical layer, not the user interaction. Okay, you will have maximum performance if you are doing it with the hardware layer. Let's say you are developing something on a mobile phone. Okay, if you want to touch the operating system of the particular mobile phone or any device, you want to interact with the hardware. So you want to interact with your camera, or you want to interact with the speaker. So you are programming, okay, you want to record something with microphone. So then your C language used to come and it will give you that option. Okay, I am good at it, you take me. Okay, so this is like a different vehicle. Okay, this is a starting vehicle, you can say. Okay, you can come, I will be doing this. Okay, so now in C what happens is, let's say I used to come to the class. Okay, after I do it, after my session, what I will do, I will put everything here and there and I will go. Okay, now they have to keep one more guy so that they can clean up whatever stuff I do. So I am very bad at managing things. I will put all the keyboard, mouse, all that in the training room. Okay, I will put it messy. See, I will do that. Once my job is done, I will just leave it and I will go. Okay, that created lot of issues. Okay, then there should be some manual work need to clean up all that. Okay, so the reason why this being replaced is it has a very manual memory management, okay, which caused lot of security bugs. Let's say you used your mobile app or your mobile phone, okay, so something you have accessed and you went away or you closed, okay, that cleanup didn't happen in C language. Okay, so for that reason, so there was a Rust language and C++. They told, okay, so I will be doing that, okay, you don't worry, I will clean up that after our class is done. So I will make sure that things are better. Even before how it was there, I will keep that as a in a tidy manner. So this got replaced with Rust and C++. Okay, so then you have C++ at that time itself. So there was a gaming, so there was gaming program, gaming, and browsers were also coming in. Okay, once Microsoft launched its operating system, people started to see that there was a programming and then browser, all that are coming in. Then this pitched in C++ and took it over as a games. So now you have OS, all you are interacting with, you cannot do a gaming here. Okay, so this created a gaming engine, okay, system software, so that you can do all your user interaction and graphics. So it started giving you the real application. So let's say I will give one example. Okay, so let's say this is your C language. Okay. Let's say I will put a command prompt here. So mostly if I want to edit something, I used to do it. Okay, let me put it. Okay, copy con file name .txt. Okay. So this is how I created a file now. Okay, this is very old. Okay, let's say this is a C language. So I don't want to do all that. Okay, I have now Notepad. Okay, I got a some graphical interface. I want to do it in some graphical way so that I feel comfortable. Okay, so I got the same thing with a graphical interface. This is what C++ gave to the users. Okay, so this used to run faster. So if I am doing it in terminal, which is very fast, okay, so this is very slow. If I am using Notepad, then this will be very slow. So I don't care, I want to have a some graphical content so that I can view or I can see it in a better way. Okay, that is the reason why this became very popular. Okay, and it used to used in game engines, browsers, database. This is all where it started all your applications. So C++ built it, and then this also had a messy problem of unsafe memory. After execution, so we are not cleaning this. Okay, this is called as a garbage cleaner. So the garbage used to keep there itself. So Rust offered it. Okay, I am going to give you this guarantee, like I will clean up all this. So you take me, you replace C++ with Rust. Okay, I am going to give you that option. Okay, so then you have say almost 15 years. Okay, then we have lot of Windows application. Okay, so Windows application, it was focused only on the most of the Windows. Okay, It was very popular back then, C hash. Okay, it is still active only. Okay, these are very old languages, so they are still active. Okay, you have now Visual Studio tooling. Okay, still it is being used as a major programming language for the Windows. If you are doing anything on the Windows, then C hash is being still used. Okay, and in some application you are still see C hash. Okay, so this is being replaced with Go and Node.js. Okay, Node and JavaScript. So now you have PHP. So this is completely on the server side. Okay, so let's say you see it. So this is your server. Okay. This is server and this is client. Okay. So if you are opening any application, let's say on client side means it will process here, and server side means it will process here. So let's say you have database here. So this will connect like this. Okay. Client side processing means you are processing here. Server side means you will be processing here. So this PHP, let's say you will open one website. So web page will run, okay. It will run on the server, okay, and your output will come here. Okay, you are running everything on the server. Let's say you are opening one web page on port 80 or port 8080, okay, which is secure, or 443. Okay, you are running website. So once you open a website here from the server, it will process here and it will go here. Okay, so that is where all the websites, open source, WordPress came in. So that became very popular here. So you see it here on the website. Now it became very Python and Ruby languages and Node.js are being replaced with PHP. You are not seeing PHP anymore now, because Node.js and Python are offering clean. Cleaner means, let's say, I will explain you with this. Okay. So if you are doing some programming, okay, you are leaking it and you are showing your database here. Okay, I have database connection. See, I have these many users. I am getting this error. So people used to see all these components, whatever it should be hidden here. So this is server 1, okay. This is server 2, okay. Okay. So whenever there is an error, it used to show, okay, see, I have a problem with this application here. So this application is connected to this, and this is connected to this database. Okay, this is not working for me. You see the error. So this had a flaw. Okay, so that is being replaced with all the other programming languages. So Node.js and Python offer a cleaner approach. Okay, so I don't want to go with all that. Okay, so then you will know why this got being changed here very fast. Okay, so you got Go now. So mainly you are having a cloud infrastructure here and DevOps. So earlier it was not like that. So when in 2011, so your main use case was Android development. Okay, when Swift came, it was iOS and Mac. Okay, each programming language will have its own base. Okay, On that base, it will take its stance, or it will be landing, or it is being introduced to solve this problem. Okay, so you see it Swift here. Uh, so still dominant on Apple platform. So you cannot touch this. This came for Apple platform. So if you are programming, or if you are to interact with Apple any backend, okay. So if your application, you are developing any MacBook OS, or you want to interact with Apple phone, then you need to use the Swift here. So this is how every language has brought up to, for their backend will be the primary use case. This is the primary use case that it will be introduced. Okay, you see it officially endorsed by Google for Android. Okay, so because Google is adapting it, this is becoming popular now. Okay, so earlier you don't have an Android phone. So back in 14 years back, 15 years back, okay, back when you are in kindergarten, or in your primary school, so there was no Android here. Now everyone is having a Android here. Mostly 90% will have Android. So now your language will be, now it will be Kotlin. Okay. So all these languages are coming with the primary use cases are going to change. That is why you have here Go, okay. So which is for cloud infrastructure and microservice and DevOps tool. So let's say if I ask a question, okay, why you are doing a Go programming, why can't you use a C language here? So let's say it's a simple question, okay. So why can't you use C language for this? Sir, you cannot use C language because my primary use case is the cloud infrastructure. Though C will interact with hardware, okay, my target user is not the hardware, my target is the cloud infrastructure. I need to connect to AWS, Azure, Oracle, or anything which is on the cloud. So I want to go outside my computer or outside my network, and I need to connect. So Go will give me that privileges, or which will give me that options to go and connect. Okay, and why it is popular? Okay, Google is backing it. Okay, so Google is using Go extensively. That is why you have been seeing this very popular. Okay, so still it is in niche technology. What is niche technology? Or niche we call, some call as niche. I call niche only. What is this niche? Dominating skill set. So that is very common. Okay, if you are a niche player, okay, then you have a latest technology and you are very rare. That is what your niche means. Okay, so whenever you come in this area, okay, you will be having a great value in market. That is how your salary worth will be calculated. How niche your skill set is. Do you have a normal programming skill, normal talent that normally people will coexist with it, or something niche you have? Let's say this fills niche between Python is and C speed. Okay, so this will fill up, okay, C speed and Python, whatever it is giving that comfortable. So both it is going to fill. Okay, so that is why Go is being used in cloud infrastructure, and microservices where you have Kubernetes, containerization, all that. This is where Go is used because of this reason. Okay, it is very fast compilation and it will be built for concurrency, like it can do multiple tasks at one time. This is how it is built. Okay, so C was not built for concurrency, it is built to interact with the hardware. Okay, so whenever you been asked, okay, what brings you to pick a language, programming language, okay, you need to see what exactly you wanted to work. Let's say you want to work with cloud infrastructure, okay, or DevOps tools, or any other your blockchain. Okay, let's say your main goal is blockchain, so you cannot use any other programming language like Java, C++, all that. You will go with Go language. Okay, so these are all the primary use cases that depends on why you will be choosing this. Okay, so now you have COBOL here. Okay, you will just be shocked to see, okay, this came in 1960, nearly 1960, which is still being used by banking and governments. Okay, so which will handle massive volume. Okay, if the transaction is massive, okay, still it will do the transaction. Okay, and it is extremely very tough to learn. So when I saw this, this is the reason why I don't want to become a programmer. After seeing COBOL, you will not have any interest in becoming programmer. All your programming desire will be gone if you write one COBOL program. That is how hard it will be. Okay, but still, because of the large volume, okay, and it is very reliable. Okay, you don't have a security problem. That is why it is being still run on a legacy platform. Okay, so let's say if somebody ask me, okay, sir, which programming language if I want to learn, if I learn it, I will be still in the market, I cannot be replaced. So let's say I will tell you, okay, you learn COBOL. Okay, it's very hard to learn. Okay, and you will not get any programmer in the market. Okay, if you say I know COBOL, means they will raise their eyebrows. Oh, this guy know COBOL, which is it was very popular in 1980s. Even if I tell in some calls I know COBOL, means they will tell, okay, you belong to very old guy. Maybe you are 60s or 70s. They will ask me, what is your age? Okay, so now it is very hard to find a developer also. So if you know COBOL, okay, so your job is guaranteed, because there are no people who know COBOL, and banks are still using COBOL. Okay, they need a programmers who can develop in COBOL only. They don't want to move or migrate. Okay, so that is why it is still being used and it is not replaced. So even though you have here replaced by Java and Python, okay, that is still being run. 93% of the banking transaction work on COBOL. Okay, so then you have Perl here. So this is for text processing and system administration scripts. So this established. So you need to see for what reason this has come to solve the problem. Okay, so then it has done this activity and it is being replaced for this reason. Okay, scripting niche with cleaner syntax. Okay, So whatever Perl is doing, okay, I can do it even cleaner than what is Perl is doing. Then Python replace the administrative scripting. See, like I am a system admin job, okay. So we will see what is the difference between Python and shell scripting, okay. So then you have Scala. Now you see here niche. So because it is very popular now. So why it is popular? So you came it to do a big data processing, okay. So now it is still the data you are processing with that, okay. So that is why it is still in the niche category. Means you will be in a demanding position. So if you know Scala, you will have a very good market, okay. So but it is still being replaced with Go and Python and Kotlin, okay. But this is in the niche category now. Now you have R, okay. I know R intermediate, okay. Basic and some intermediate level I know it because I have used it in my MBA, okay. For analytics we were using this R. R came for to solve the data analysis problem, okay, and bioinformatics and statistical computing, okay, which is very demanding for your AI and ML. If you are doing a machine learning language, you need to do a statistics a lot, okay, and visualization also. So that is the reason why R became very popular and still it is very popular, okay. So this is being replaced with some of them are with the Python, okay. So this is all about your programming languages. So you see it in the graphical view, okay. These are the active ones, okay. These are all declining and it is legacy here. You cannot replace this C and COBOL. So they are legacy. And then you have here niche and rising. So you have Scala and R and you have rising is Rust. So these are being replaced. So sorry, these are active now, okay. So you will be knowing the reason why these are becoming decline and why these are being replaced, okay. Then after that she told, okay, like according to my use case I will be going with the programming language, okay. So if I want to do any web development, okay, so my job role is I want to do some web development. So then I will pick up any language, okay. What is my base? So is it my base is my Windows operating system, or my base is it blockchain or cloud, or what is my interface? So are you going to use a legacy platform, okay, or is it a modern and legacy? So you, based on your requirement, you that language will be picked up by the architect or client. So you will tell, see, I have a legacy environment which is running in COBOL, okay. I want to move it to a blockchain system. I want to first move it to cloud, and then I want to move it to a blockchain system. So I wanted everything to be working on a blockchain. So then you will use multiple languages, okay. So let's say, okay, let me show you here how it will work like this, okay. So you have a client use case here. So this is your COBOL, your banking application, okay. so which is working with multiple branches. So this is one branch, this is one branch, and this is one branch. Okay. And this is connected to cloud like this. Okay. So users, if anyone wants to connect, they will connect with it, and then they will get access from here. Okay. So if it is a main branch service, it will go here. If it is account is in sub branch, then it will go here, and you will get this account. Okay, or access. So you have mobile application. Okay. This is how my banking application is. This is a legacy. Okay, I have been running this for almost 50 years now. Okay. Now my use case is there is a I have lot of users which are using Bitcoin here, and Ethereum, all that crypto they are using. Okay. I want to have my banking application to stay some here, and I want to have something on the cloud. Okay. My infra, and then I want something on the blockchain. Let's say I will put it on the blockchain. I will have this here. I want to get this updated separately. I will put it in my premises. This is the use case. So based on this requirement, that use case will change. Okay. For this, we will use Go. Okay. So let's say we will use Go here. So from migrating from this to this, either we will use Python, or you use any other language, Go or Rust. So it depends on the requirement, how you are going to migrate your application one by one, so that you will get in cloud, and then you will be using this Go to connect here and this. Okay. That is how your use case will be based on that business. So business will decide, okay, so what will be my requirement, what will be my business. Okay. So that is how the language will be picked up. So you are not going to pick that language, it will be picked up based on that use case. Okay. It is also not in the hands of a architect or programmer, it is completely on the business use case. Okay. Then you have, let's say, the same guy tells, okay, I need to know how my transaction are happening across all my 30 to 40 years. I need to do some analytics, I need to do some data science. So then they will go, okay, who is having a good Java skills, because you have legacy environment here. Okay. So you have legacy environment because there were a lot of Java guys here. Okay. So now they will pick up Java here, they will not go with the modern programming language. Because if I want to go with this latest, I need to hire people. Okay. I have already Java guys, I will use Java now to do a machine learning and AI and data science. If it is this one, I will go with Java. I am not going to go with Python or R. Okay. So Java will do me, I am fine with that. So use cases will change based on the business requirement. Okay. Then I want to do some web development or mobile development of my app. Okay. So whatever I am hosting it here. Okay. So now I am dependent on some other application. Let's say if I want to use this all, I have to go to Play Store here. Let me put it here one more. So I want to go in Play Store. Okay. Google Play Store. have to develop or have to use a third party app for transaction, all that. So I don't want to do that. I want to develop my own app here. Okay. So my app, let's say, mine is ABI company. Okay. So I want to develop a web application. Okay, web app. Okay, this is my web app. Okay, which will interact with my legacy application. It will check the blockchain and it will store everything on the cloud. Okay, this is my use case for my mobile development. Okay, so then I will pick up the language. Okay, what it should be doing. So I will have Swift for one. Okay, for Apple platform I will pick up this to put it in Apple Store. Okay, if I want to develop it in Android, I will be using Kotlin, not the Java legacy. Okay, I am not using this Java anymore for mobile development because my interaction is mostly for the cloud and blockchain. So I will go with this. So if I want to interact only for the legacy, then I will go with the Java only. Okay. So that is my use case. Then I have a programming language here, system programming. So if you want to interact with latest technology, then you will not use C language. You will be using Go or Rust. So this is how you will be using it based on your use cases. Okay. So your enterprise, then banking. This is all how you select the ecosystem. Okay. So based on your use cases. So anyways, I will share this. You don't worry about this one. So you get this one. Okay. This is how you will be picking up the language, why it is very popular here. Okay. So now you are about to learn Python here and some shell scripting. Okay. So I will take a break here, 10-15 minutes, then we will come back. Okay. Then we'll see that how that programming language will work. Then we will start with the small programming. Okay, script. So now I will pass it and then we'll take the